Welcome, students of Grade 10. My name is Miss Neja Bamfield, and we're here for another lesson on Principles of Business. Our topic focus for today is business growth. Our lesson's objectives are to explain the effects of growth on a business in relation to labor, scale of production, that is, economies of scale, and use of technology. Let us begin. Effects of growth on labor. As companies grow, labor and labor costs becomes one of the main focus or emphasis. Growth equals increased labor, that is, human resources, and higher labor costs, that is, higher wage rates and employee benefits, which makes workers better off, but can reduce companies' profits and the number of jobs. To say, tasks become integrated instead of being in a specialized framework. Over time, there must be implementation of overtime pay and hiring subsidies. The minimum wage and payroll taxes are policies that will require adjustments and as such affect labor costs during growth. Policies that increase labor costs can substantially affect both employment and hours in companies and the economy. What are the dangers of rapid business growth? These are problems with staff, customer dissatisfaction, diminishing profits, job satisfaction decrease or disappears. Problems with staff. Businesses significantly increases the demands on each individual employee and on teams during growth. This can easily lead to stressed out employees, low morale, and fighting among the members of your previously unified team. If employees are asked to do more than they are capable of because of the demands made of your business are suddenly skyrocketing, some of them may decide to leave, which will only increase the workload of those left behind. Alternatively, the business increases hiring and running the business, and new hires sometimes initially add confusion to the mix rather than help control it. Customer dissatisfaction. It's likely that the business is providing a great product or great customer service, which is what attracted all the business that led to rapid growth in the first place. Unfortunately, the business may become seriously understaffed for dealing with all that business. Administration may have to start cutting corners if the business is expected to please everyone, but this can lead to inferior service and customer dissatisfaction. A decline in quality of either products or customer service is one of the greatest risks to any company. Diminishing profits. If demand begins to increase exponentially, the business may find itself in a situation where your profits are shrinking as the outgoing cost of meeting demand begins to outpace your cash flow. The business may find that it needs to pay employees overtime to keep up with demand, or stock ever greater amounts of inventory at sustainable costs. This can lead to an expensive spiral of constantly needing to borrow money just to keep up, a situation in which an unforeseen expense can potentially bankrupt your company. Job satisfaction decreases or disappears. CEOs may have started their own business so that they could set their own hours, be their own boss, and provide a product or service that they could be proud of. One of the attendant risks of fast growth is that the business level of job satisfaction could significantly decrease. If the business is constantly losing valued employees or valued customers and always struggling to make ends meet, the job or functions could become a constant crisis management scenario that administrators dread walking into every day. Now, students, let us turn our attention to the effects of growth on scale of production, that is, economies of scale. Possibly, the greatest competitive advantage of business growth is the ability to capitalize on the economies of scale. As production output increases, cost per unit can be brought down to achieve savings across purchasing by getting discounts for buying in bulk, marketing by spreading the cost of production over larger sales, overheads by spreading the staff or administrative costs across a greater output. Business growth can also enable the business to increase your resources and stock, generate more sales and profit, reach new customers or markets, put more money back into your business, influence market price, reduce external risk. Expansion can also give an impression of greater financial viability of the business. Financial institutions often see larger businesses as more credible and stable than their smaller competitors. Diversifying into new markets, products, and services means that if one part of your business is exposed to market changes, you can rely on other income streams. As a business grows in size and produces more units of output, then it will aim to experience falling average costs of production. That is, on average, each unit of output costs less to produce. This is known as benefiting from economies of scale. In other words, the business is becoming more efficient in its use of inputs to produce a given level of output. Economies of scale can be divided into internal and external economies. Internal economies. Internal economies of scale simply benefit a single business as it grows. External economies. External economies of scale, however, benefit all the businesses in a particular industry. That is, the average cost of production will fall from all the businesses in a particular industry. Internal economies of scale fall into 4 categories. These are technical, purchasing, financial, and managerial. Technical. This refers to the fact that the use of automated equipment and machinery to produce output is far more cost-effective than using labor, since the machinery can be used 24 hours a day, with no breaks and with a constant level of output per hour. Purchasing. Larger businesses are more likely to be able to bulk buy their supplies and their raw materials, and therefore secure their supplies at a far lower cost per unit than a smaller business. Financial. Banks and other financial institutions are more likely to offer a lower rate of interest on a loan repayment to a larger business than to a smaller business. Here is why. Since the larger business represents less of a risk because it is more financially secure. Managerial. Larger businesses are more likely to be able to afford to employ managers who are specialists in a particular field. These managers can therefore devote all their time to specializing in one particular field, resulting in higher levels of efficiency and hopefully falling average costs. Smaller businesses will often employ managers who have to perform a variety of tasks and therefore cannot specialize in a single area of the business. External economies of scale fall into 3 main categories. These are joint ventures, labor, and support services. Labor. This may be referred to as a large pool of available labor in a particular area of the country, which has been trained at a local college or even at a rival business, will possess specialized skills which will be useful to the whole industry rather than simply to just one business. Joint ventures. Two or more businesses may decide to join forces in order to spread the cost of the risk of developing a new product or manufacturing process. Support services. A wide range of commercial and support services often cluster together in a certain area near a number of rival businesses. For example, waste disposal, cleaning, component suppliers, distribution. Clearly, this benefits all the businesses in the area rather than just one business. Question. Growth can affect every single aspect of your business and put pressure on your staff, resources, and finances. True or false? If you've indicated true, students, you are correct. Now, it's evident that technology is not a choice, but a fundamental business strategy that must be interwoven into every part of an organization. Transformation can enable better collaboration within and between organizations, more personalized ways of customer engagement, higher employee innovation and productivity, more accurate insights from data. Let us now turn our attention over to the effects of growth on the use of technology. Helping employees be more effective. Technology aids employers with new ways to create productivity improvements, with digital technology playing a pivotal role in helping employees to become more effective in their primary roles, both in and out of the office. Digital transformation during growth provides a valuable opportunity for core business functions, such as procurement, marketing, security, finance, and HR, to move away from manual processes and automate key areas like payroll, digital or social media marketing, and CCTV, enabling leaders to focus on wider business opportunities. Security a top business priority. During business growth, one of the biggest headaches for many IT leaders is how to place more data at the edge of their networks, while keeping that data secure. This is an increasingly complicated task, requiring rigorous enforcement around access data compliance and shielding from attacks. It is essential that progressive businesses implement a security strategy consistently across all networks, applications, and data. To allow the effects of digital transformation to be truly transformative, CIOs should surround themselves with both business and technology partners that understand the broader business objectives and can operate honestly and transparently to achieve these goals. Decisions support. Placing data and analytics at the center of a digital transformation strategy will allow businesses to take advantage of additional and big data during growth. Enterprises that experience growth increases access to greater volumes of data, in no small part due to the Internet of Things. With the right set of analytical tools, this data can be converted into valuable business insights that can be used to make more informed, quicker decisions, get job task-related functions streamlined and completed in a timely manner, and drive employee motivation. Strengthen business partnerships. As businesses begin to experience growth, the inevitable occurs. demands from customers increase, and competition within industries becomes fierce. Firms become increasingly reliant on each other, working with suppliers and distributors, subcontractors, and specialized consultants, with the aim of producing a diverse range of products and services that interest customers. Managing these partners often requires document-based communication, a process traditionally viewed as an exhausting obstacle of efficiency. But technology thus must be available to redesign this process. Utilizing an e-signature system can enable a streamlined workflow that is more transparent, timely, and accurate. This can even bridge the gap to mobile technology, helping employees to be more effective and productive day to day. Through building a digital process at an early stage and integrating the wider organization with technology, businesses stay ahead of the curve and make themselves more available to future partners. Internal processes can become more efficient and flexible with the ability of scale as the business grows. Over time, digital transformation produces the tools to generate time and resource gains, strengthening business partnerships. Students, we have come to the end of today's lesson on business growth. Here is your lesson exercise for today. 1. State what is growth in no more than 35 words. Give 2 examples of growth. 2. What is the effect of growth on potential of exports? Provide 3 points to support your answer. I am Miss Nisha Bamfield. Thank you for having me today.